Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience.
Welcome. It is the Jason Show, a socially distanced Jason Show. Shane Wells, Kimball Mark, holding it down for Jason while he's getting some R&R. Much deserved R&R.
Yeah, people have been asking me, they're like, what happened to Jason? Is he okay? I'm like, he does this every year.
Patient.
It's a little later than normal because COVID. That's just what happens.
Exactly. Speaking of R&R, you didn't get any of that, did you?
No. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had an episode. So, do you like mice?
That's an odd question. Not in my house.
Okay. Most
They're
of you
kind
at
of
home,
cute outside your house.
Right. Think about it. Like if there's a mouse and you're not expecting it, how do you feel? I am not scared of bugs, spiders, bees, not scared of any of that stuff. A lot of woodland creatures don't really freak me out, right? Mice cannot. I grew up in the country. I know what they do to houses and I don't like them, okay? It's the only reason we had cats growing up. So last night, this is what Shane's talking about. I am out on the porch. This is our sanctuary. This is like my screen porch. This is where we hang out all the time. About a month ago, Jordan told me that he had seen a mouse. And I was like, in the porch? In the screen porch?
In the city?
Oh my gosh, in our screen porch? What'd you do? And he's like, oh, it wasn't a big deal. We've got a trap that doesn't kill little animals. It just, takes it and then he takes them out and releases them into the woods that's by a nearby park, right? Because we have a chipmunk issue too. Anyway, so he puts it in there. Nothing happens. About a week ago, we're sitting on the porch again. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a little guy skitter down the screening and I'm like,
No. Descending on you from the screen?
okay, so I'm panicking and he's like, oh yeah, there's another mouse. And I'm like, this is not a laughing matter, Jordan, okay?
We need to move.
We need to move immediately, sell the house. So my safe haven is no longer a safe haven, but he's got his little trap there and he's like, I haven't seen one. He put some extra screening on the door where he thought they were getting in.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I'm safe again.
We're good.
Until yesterday. I take my dogs out and we put them on the porch often if we're outside working and they just won't leave this corner alone. This isn't that unusual. There's probably animals that live under the porch. I don't care what they do down there. You do you, okay? Well, I go inside and I come back out, put Stella on her leash to go for our little walk and she won't leave it alone. And I look and it's a baby mouse. Now, you see a baby mouse, you know that's not the only one. Am I right?
Well, it takes two to tango, and then to create multiple babies, they don't just birth one.
So I scream bloody murder. Jordan runs out of the garage where he's working and like doing some carpenter stuff. He's like throwing tools. He's like, what's going on? There's a mouse. He's like, Kendall, I'm going to divorce you. I'm about to divorce you if you ever scream like that again about a mouse.
A baby, and a baby mouse.
A baby mouse. So he gets it with his glove on and like brings it out. And he's like, okay, it's all done. Get done with Stella's walk, take Harvey out, come see Stella, and let's just put it this way. My dog thinks she's a cat. Somehow there ended up a mouse on her little bed. Another mouse on her bed that's in the porch, and she was sitting by it like, Mom, look what I found. Isn't this exciting? Shane, my world was rocked. I didn't
Did
sleep
you get
at
a
all
hotel
last
night?
I literally didn't sleep at all. I almost called you and said, do you have a spare room? Can I take like a bunk bed?
It's all yours.
See, I almost lost it. If you have mouse experiences, issues, like you said, when they're in your house, I know you had an issue and you were like, I couldn't sleep.
Yep, the first time I heard one on our walls.
You were just
You
done.
can't get that out of your head.
No, people, it's horrible. I'm so sorry for anyone else that has to deal with this. It's time to move on though. Time to move on. Everybody, mice or not, we're doing the hot dish. Let's go.
Tasty today.
Didn't sleep again. It's great. All right, this is a follow-up to a story we told you about yesterday. We told you Simon Cowell is still recovering from a broken back and maybe a bit of a bruised ego too. Now, after testing his new e-bike, he fell and that's when he broke it. Now we're learning who will replace him on America's Got Talent. Dun, dun, dun. None other than the original American Idol, Miss Kelly Clarkson. She will fill Simon's judge's seat while he recovers. And in a statement, she said, and I love this, "No worries, America. Someone far wiser, cooler, and hotter is taking his seat. You're welcome in advance." Like, I just love her. And that Kelly Clarkson voice that she'd say, I'd be like, "No worries, y'all. I'm here."
Yep. I think she's perfect for this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she was discovered on the talent show, the first one we ever really knew.
Right,
And
American
has had
Idol.
great success from it. So she totally gets what they're going through, and then also what the judges get through. She was on The Voice too, right? I mean,
Yeah, she did The Voice for
what
quite a
show
while.
has she not been on?
That's a good question. Has she? I don't think she was ever a judge on American Idol. Maybe like a helper at some point. But I agree. I think that she'll
Yeah.
be great at this. She understands what it takes. And if anyone's going to replace curmudgeon Simon, you can't really find someone else who's as like lovable, hateable as that. You know, you might as well put somebody everybody likes in the seat, right?
Yep, I'm all for this.
Like it
Maybe
too.
I'll watch the show one of these days. It's been a while, maybe. Next in the dish, we are getting a look at the Saved by the Bell reboot. Yeah, NBC dropped the final trailer for the series. Take a look.
Remember all the dances we had in this gym? Ever wish you could go back?
Sure do.
Winter Bayside is gonna change our lives.
Hey, buddy.
You're an honors English?
Duh, it's an honor to teach me. These Bayside kids weren't exactly raised to have a killer instinct.
I have a Kardashian coming at lunch.
Who, Rob?
Shut up. He's still in their family.
Is it just me or the seniors at the school really old looking?
Hey, Jamie. We heard you talking about the harvest dance.
It's just you.
I'm so excited.
I have way too much on my plate.
There's a way to increase productivity.
Are those caffeine pills? At first, they're so exciting. And then it gets even more exciting. But after that, it gets so scary. And in the end, you ruin your gold group shot at a recording contract.
Flashbacks. The series stars Elizabeth Berkley and Mario Lopez, aka Jesse and Slater, who work at Bayside High. Zach is apparently governor of California. It will stream on the Peacock
it's an honor to
streaming
teach
service soon.
I like how they say soon.
Soon. Okay, honest thoughts.
Yes.
Are you gonna watch this? Did you watch Saved by the Bell?
A little bit.
Like you might have been on like the
rear
you might have
end of
missed
it.
a little, yeah.
Yeah. I watched it when I could. I mean, I liked the show, and anything to see Mario Lopez shirtless is fantastic. But it was like a cult craze, right?
I mean, it was good. Yeah, I loved the show when I was younger. But here's the thing. So I loved the show when I was younger. I don't have any interest in watching this reboot. So I'm just trying to figure out who the audience is, if they're trying to bring in new people.
Right, because you're like the key demographic, I would think.
Yes, I
Right?
am.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I believe
But
so.
I also think you can't do it without Zach and Kelly.
Yeah.
And Screech, we know, isn't going to be on there. He's got other things to deal with. So
A little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why when they say soon, even I think when people spotted them out, you know, the different paparazzi spotted them filming this, I don't think it got the fanfare they were maybe expecting it to, even
if
in
they
those
were all
moments.
on it,
Right.
I'd have a little more interest.
And Zach is the governor of California, so does that mean he's just not on the show, or does that mean, like, is that their excuse for why he's not on the show? Is he going to be actually the governor
I don't
on
think
the
he's going
show?
to be on the show. I didn't see his name listed or anything. Maybe they're hoping he'll come for some cameos.
Because they gave him a spot, so if you just want to fill the
Yep.
seat, let us know.
They're dangling the bait.
We'll
Come on
see.
in, Zach.
Coming soon. Next in the dish, it was the musical everyone was waiting to see on Disney Plus, and it turns out like literally everyone watched it. What are we talking about? According to a research firm, in the month of July, 37% of streaming viewers in the US watched Hamilton. That's nearly 3 times the second most show, which we talked about on here, Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries, also really popular. In June, prior to Hamilton's release, no title got even close to that 37% number. Now, Disney is not releasing any hard numbers like none of the streaming services do, so we won't get a total viewer count. But my goodness, 37%. And it seems, I think, to the average Joe, that might not seem like a lot, but when you think about the amount of people it takes to get to that number, that's pretty incredible, especially on a
massive.
streaming
Well, and
service.
Disney Plus. I honestly don't know anybody with Disney Plus.
Jason.
Well, okay, other than the man that sits in this this spot every day.
That was almost like too obvious, you know?
That was a softball pitch. You got it out of the park.
It's true, though. I mean, I've asked him before, I've jokingly said, I'm going to save my free week and then just kind of binge everything once Mulan is out. And he's like, yeah, girl, they don't do that, but you can have my password. I'm still
Nice
waiting
try,
on
right?
that password, by the way,
Yeah,
Jason.
he offered me passwords too that I never got.
Yeah. Have you seen Hamilton? Like before it was on
I
Disney
saw
Plus?
it at, is it the Orpheum?
Oh, when it
Yeah,
was
I saw it
here.
at the Orpheum when it was here. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I am in the unpopular opinion category of it being like good, but like I didn't lose my mind over it like everybody did. I actually got real tired during the second act.
Do tell, Shane.
I just did. Like I was, but I think part of the issue.
Because you wake
Jeff
up in
is
the middle
like
of the
slowly
night.
stepping out of the room.
He's so
I
disappointed.
did go to a Wednesday night show, and
Okay.
we do. At the time, I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning, and
Right.
this second act didn't start till like 9. So we were really blowing past bedtime,
really blowing.
and I think that hurt me a little.
Ooh.
Maybe if I watched it with a full night of sleep, I'd feel different.
Well, and you didn't see the original cast. That sometimes makes a difference,
This is
right?
true. This is
because
true.
they never traveled with the show, I don't think.
No.
Oh, well.
So you loved it? Like everybody else?
I'm defending it, but I've never actually seen it. I wanted to see it when it was here, but it sold out. I wasn't like an official media member yet, so I didn't get the screening. I guess working for The Wild doesn't count as being an official media member.
If Jason were here right now, both of our mics would be cut, and we would be sent home.
I know, he'd be like,
so fast.
replace Kendall with Shane. Oh, replace Shane with Lori. Lori, where are you?
They're all
She's
out
gone
of here.
too. I mean, yeah, I would really like to see it, especially since people just really, really like it. And I love
Music's
musicals.
great. Yep, music's great.
Music's great. Folks, well, still ahead, Will Smith may need some dental work after a golfing lesson with Jason Derulo. You heard that right.
Okay. Plus, Psychic Maria is back. What are her predictions for the rest of the summer? Oh, I'm nervous about this.
I know. And 90 Day Fiancé star Darcy will join us live as she and her twin sister get ready for a show of their own. The Jason Show will be right back.
They were making out.
Really making out.
Pretty intense.
That's the Browns in the biz.
James, great news. The health and safety inspections are complete and the show's good to go. Just a quick heads up, you're going to notice that things are a little bit different on set.
The new safety precautions, yeah, I saw them. It's a new normal, right? But I'm excited. I'll see you down there. Thanks, Sebastian.
Stay safe and have fun out there.
Stay safe, buddy. It's showtime. Let's do this. All good. It's all good. Just please, we're being safe. Okay. Shit. Okay, that's it. The Cordo is back, baby. Ain't nothing gonna stop. It is good to be back.
Okay, that was actually really funny. James Corden back in the studio where CBS, they installed a lot of plexiglass. Seen a lot of that these days.
Like you knew that last one was going to happen. Like you knew you just going to run right into something else.
I love it. All right, more late night. Bryan Cranston visited Fallon last night, and Jimmy asked him about a conspiracy theory that fans have about two of his most well-known roles. Take a look.
There's a popular Breaking Bad theory. I just wanted your take. A lot of fans were saying that Walter White did not die in the finale. He actually survived and got a new identity and just became your character in Malcolm in the Middle. So Breaking Bad was actually a prequel to Malcolm in the Middle. Your thoughts?
I'm not at liberty to disclose that kind of information without security clearances. I think it's fun, but it's fun. I don't know. No, Walter White is definitely dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
I think it needed to go the other way because he has way more hair in Malcolm in the Middle. So I feel it's Malcolm in the Middle and then it goes Breaking Bad.
Right.
So Malcolm in the Middle aired from 2000 until 2006. Breaking Bad aired from 2008 to 2013. Did you watch either of those?
So this is again how you would an unpopular take on Hamilton. Breaking Bad is my unpopular opinion. I just did not love it.
Thank you.
It was just
we're
a
in
little
the same
like
field today. I love
yeah,
it.
it just was a little like oh.
I didn't watch it, so I can't comment. But I like Better Call Saul. Which
Jordan loves
is
that
the
show.
break off of it. So
Yeah, what makes it different?
Well, I never watched Breaking Bad.
But you know a little bit about it, how he like makes drugs.
Yes, I know there's some meth and some science teacher, thing. But Better Call Saul stands alone. You don't need to know necessarily. I guess there's some people that come in that were from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I don't know it, but it doesn't ruin the show. Like you can still watch it. So Better Call Saul is really I get really into it. It's good. And Malcolm in the Middle was fun too back in the day.
A+ rating from Shane on Better Call Saul, not so much on Breaking Bad. Next in the dish, this sounds painful, maybe. Jason Derulo and Will Smith having a little fun on the gram, and we think they were only having a little fun. The guys were at a golf simulator. Jason was working on his backswing when Will came in and, well, took it on the kisser.
Why you filming, man?
No, so what you do with golf, you put your swing on camera and then you look at it, set it up. What we're gonna get your swing right. So set it up, you gotta set it right to the ball, bend your knees a little bit. Wait, hold it, don't swing yet. Oh, God! You can put some ice on that.
You gotta put some ice on that. The internet is confused, y'all. Some people think this is real, and some, like executive producer Jeff, think it's fake. I mean, Will Smith, you remember Hitch? He is really good at that physical sort of comedy and action like that. Your thoughts, Shane?
Well, there was no blood. And, you know, I think you'd be in a lot more pain if you knocked out that many teeth.
It's the tooth, though, is like, that's so funny.
But what is this for? Are they doing something together? Is there some kind of coming up announcement, a song, a movie?
Or is it just 2020 boredom? You know, I don't know. Will's just a little bored of all the drama about he and his wife going around lately.
I was just going to say, did we drop the ball not throwing any entanglement type of words in there? Like he got into an entanglement with a golf club?
She's on fire today, y'all.
Next time? Yeah, don't let that one slide. Maybe. Next in the dish, Zac Efron is becoming a dad. Did you guys hear?
Huh?
Not, sort of, not exactly. He is signing on to star in a remake of the 1987 comedy, 3 Men and a Baby. So the original, you may remember, starred Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson as 3 New York bachelors who find themselves caring for an infant. Totally normal. That film made $100 million in the US. The remake will air exclusively on Disney+. It is a homecoming for Zac. You may remember he became a star thanks to Disney's High School Musical. No word on when 3 Men and a Baby will be released or what the storyline exactly is going to be of this. But I did see one take from a fan that I thought was really fascinating. So they said that this is the baby grown up. She marries Zac Efron. And then those 3, they're the granddads now. And like he has a weekend on his own with the baby, his first like weekend alone with the baby or something. And I was like, okay, maybe. But otherwise, like you can't redo that story. It doesn't even fit in today's world at all.
No, not at all. No, and I mean, if they're only going to announce him, it seems kind of odd that they would leave everyone else. So I do like that take. That could be it. I mean, and if they are going to
pick the 3 dudes back.
Right. If they're going to do that, and if they are going to pick 2 other dudes to do with Zac, please have them be, one of them be Michael B. Jordan, just because that man holding a baby would just make my whole life better.
Okay. I can see that. I was going to say like Zach Galifianakis, but I think your take is better.
We can do those 3. We can do those 3.
Now that would be a show. I don't think Disney Plus has the budget for that, but maybe. Who knows? All right, next up, thrift stores. You know, a great place to score some deals on everything from clothing to home decor.
But there are some secrets to finding the best stuff before everyone else. I teamed up with a local thrifting expert to see how the pandemic is changing thrift shopping and how to score some major finds. So, everyone who watches the Jason Show knows how I feel about shoes. We're starting in the shoe section. We're gonna thrift today. I'm gonna find out all the best tips to thrift because Mama loves a good deal and I have just the person to show us how to do it. Shoes! Okay, in true form, my expert Maggie actually found a really good deal on shoes. So before we even get started, what are these?
These are a cute little pair of size 9 Cole Haan shoes that we found over there that I think would fit you.
Made in Italy, y'all, for $12.99.
I think there's a deal today too. That's one thing you should always ask on your way in is sometimes they'll have like 25% off for Members Day or Senior Day or whatever. So on your way in, it's worth it to check with the person at the front door and say like, is there what's the
deal
special today? Yeah.
Oh my God, there's deals at the deal store?
There's deals at the deal store. Okay,
so this is why I have Maggie here because A, we're at Arcs Value Village and you have, this is on your list of places that around the metro are really good for thrifty finding.
I think it's really good to have places that are close by or that you regularly stop at because I think it takes some of the like disorientation out of walking into a store off. come in and kind of know where your favorite spots are instead of walking in and being super overwhelmed every time.
So ARC's a good one. What are some other places that people should check out?
ARCs and Savers and Uniques, I would say, are really good places to start if you're just getting into
I thought
thrifting.
this was kind of important. You do a really good job with your kids and thrift shopping. And a lot of people watching either have kids, grandkids that they love to thrift for, but they're like, is it safe? How do I do it? How do I find the good stuff?
Yeah.
What's your advice in this Kid Mania section?
Really know the brands that you like and that you feel are worth buying. And then also, I really like finding thrifted clothes, and I feel like, vintage thrifted clothes. And I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, this is such a cute little vintage dress. We'll just keep it in the closet. We'll never wear it. We'll just have it for parties or special occasions. I'm a big fan of if you find a cute vintage dress, wear it all the time. Wear it to the park. Wear it to play in Play-Doh. Just let your kids trash it because
it was $5.
Right, because it was $5 and also because it was meant to be worn.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
You should probably get
That
this.
is
Do you have a
really
human that would fit in that? To try on things? What do you suggest?
So sometimes I'll just wear biker shorts and a t-shirt so that I can pull a pair of pants on over to see if they fit, or pull a sweatshirt on over to see if they fit. You'll see people doing it a lot in front of the mirrors.
Okay, so it's totally normal.
It's totally normal.
Culture.
It's a very thrifter, thing to do. So, and it's also, I think, part of thrifting is taking that gamble too. And if it doesn't fit you perfectly, you can pass it on to a friend.
Maggie, I really appreciate it. If people want more of your tips to see some of the stuff that you get, where can they find you?
Mom and Pop Vintage is my professional Instagram, and you can find me there. Send me any questions. I'd be happy to connect.
Mom and Pop Vintage. Okay, can't try it on here, COVID. I'm gonna try it on, and you shall see right now. Well, I tried it on. This is why you should listen to Maggie and maybe wear biker shorts and a tank top. It fit from here up, but per usual in my life, I just need to whittle a few pounds off the backside for the bottom half to fit. However, I did buy 5 pairs of shoes. I'm wearing one of them right now. Adam's gonna show the shot.
So cute.
Look at these.
Oh, foot model.
Look at that.
Work it.
They were $6, Shane. $6. And I got that Cole Haan pair we showed. Those are usually what, 100 some bucks?
Yeah, easy.
$12. I got a pair of blue heels.
That's a high price for there.
Yeah, right. And I've got a couple of the heels I wore yesterday were from there. But you've been there a couple times with your family, and they have this personal shopper service.
Yeah, they have personal shoppers you should definitely use because they find out what you like, your style, your size. They go through ahead of time and they'll pull stuff for you. So that you can just kind of see right away, because it does take a little work to find what you're looking for. You've got a lot to look through, so it can be kind of overwhelming. So the personal shopper is great. It's a very minimal price. And then I think even some of that comes back to you out of what you buy.
Right.
And then what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, shoot. Oh, I did a story a few months ago about, everyone's binging and purging out of the stuff in their house because they had all this time to look at it and get tired of it and realize, I haven't worn this forever, or whatever it may be. So they have great stuff right now.
Right.
So much.
They totally do. And that one, and of course, thanks to ARC's Value Village for letting us film in there and have fun. They, like she said, they have deals all the time. I got 4 really cute coffee mugs for my sister. $2 for 4 coffee mugs. And they've got,
you're shopping for family and friends too.
Girl, I just like to shop. You know what I'm saying? No, so it was good deals. Mom and Pop Vintage is Maggie's Instagram page. She's got more tips, plenty more up there for you to check out. All right, well, still ahead, we're chatting with Psychic Maria. She's got some predictions for the rest of the summer, and I've got a lot of questions.
Please be good, please be good. But next, they are 90 Day Fiancé superstars, and now they have their own show. We will talk live with Darcy and Stacey Silva. That's when we come back. I'm so excited for this.
So many shoes.
So many shoes. Do you ever think you'd be a foot model?
Totally.
Welcome back to the Jason Show, Tuesday edition. I was going to go to bed last night.
Yeah.
I was about to ask Ryan, do we need to put out the garbage? Mm-hmm. Garbage day is Thursday. This was Monday night, and I just fast forwarded right to Thursday.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, it was a bit of a letdown.
Little bit of a letdown. I had the opposite problem where I got home yesterday, and I was like, oh, the garbage isn't out, and we we're stuck with it.
See, I'm not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, one of the many guilty pleasures on this show is 90 Day Fiancé and all of its spin-offs. The show follows singles who date internationally to find their love.
And a pair of twins have become a mainstay on the show and such good television that they have their own spin-off. Take a look at this clip.
Having 2 really bad breakups has not been easy for me. I'm ready for a new chapter.
Oh, she's naked.
Oh, baby. He's my rock. We're meant to be together. Oh, baby. This is where he said to meet.
Hey, beautiful lady. Oh my God.
I feel like I'm falling in love again.
Hey girl, that's a clip from the show Darcy and Stacey, and I'm probably gonna have to watch. And before we bring them in, we're turning it over to our avid 90 Day Fiancé fan, producer Ted, to take over.
I'm
hey,
jealous, Ted.
Good morning. Big day, huh? Big day.
Big day.
Big time.
Huge show. Okay, joining us now, 90 Day legends, Darcy and Stacey. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, so Darcy, we've been through this a couple of times. You've got a couple of romances that didn't work out so well. What makes you think, the third time's the charm?
I hope so. I mean, come on. It's been like a while now. The last 2 sucked. You know, I tried my best. I gave my heart. Thank God I shut the door on the last one and walked away with my head held high with the first one in New York. I'm going to stay empowered for me and my kids. I healed from the past, and I was ready to be single, ready to freaking mingle. Why not? And Georgie happened to come in my life when I least expected it. So maybe that's how it was supposed to happen. And
I was told of that.
It was true, but it's been great. He's totally different than the other 2 in the past, and feels safe. Feels safe in that relationship. Feels good.
Stacey,
you like a hot, sexy boy.
Stacey, you've seen the ups and the downs of your sister's relationships. How did she bring you into this to give you half the show here?
To come into this? Yeah. Well, I was featured on the B90 and the Pillow Talk, and Darcy and I were twins. We're kind of the same. We kind of, I feel like, have the same type of drama and life paths. So I feel like it was only, it happened. It happened naturally, but I think that with my relationship with Florian and being international and KMBs, it just kind of all fit in, and living our life together.
So, Stacey, tell us about your guy. What's he like?
Florian, we've been together 5 years, and he got his visa approved, and his personality. Yeah. No, he's a funny guy. You guys will see his funny side. You'll see. There's a lot of ups and downs in our relationship, but you'll get to see that he is a really loving guy and a family guy. So I can vouch that he's a family guy, but he gets a temper sometimes. He gets, he kind of likes to call the shots at times, and I'm like, yo, you just got here, so it's like figure your shit out,
Ooh.
But he's all in it, he loves me, and hey, you guys will have to see the journey.
Darcy, do you watch these seasons back and think, maybe I should have done things differently?
You know what? There's a lot of things I've done. Obviously, it's a show I filmed for the last 4 years with 2 different partners, and it gets edited. I feel like there's a lot of times I've shown my strength. I think I get this preconceived notion that people think I'm desperate Darcy when I'm really actually strong, and I know what I want. I just don't like to be treated the way I was treated, and there was a lot of times I did voice my opinion, on the relationship. Those tears are real, and you have a big heart. I have feelings just like everybody else, and I know what I deserve in the end. It's been a journey. I'm very open. I just wish, I feel like the guys they weren't very open. It's kind of like they put on this facade, and I remember, thinking back, like, wow, like that's not who I thought they were. Like off camera, they're kind of a little different than they were on camera. Absolutely. So that's kind of it confuses you, you're in a relationship. And when I remember with Tom, I came back to the U.S. after leaving England. Just, he kind of ghosts. And I was just like, that's so strange. Like, I didn't understand it.
Okay, Darcy,
So,
Stacey, we're running out of time. I gotta end it there. Thank you very much for joining us. Darcy and Stacey premieres Sunday. Kendall,
Thank you,
Shane, back to you.
ladies.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ted.
Oh, you're one of the ladies now, by the way, Ted.
Sure.
Thank you.
Ladies
Thank you.
and Ted.
Love it. All right, still ahead, you've seen those big cardboard head cutouts a lot recently at empty baseball stadiums. Miss Shane over here checked out a local company that makes them.
This was so cool. And then she is back. Psychic Maria will talk about what we can expect over the next few months. We will be right back.
It's a Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to the Jason Show. Don't worry, Jason's just on vacation. He'll be back next week. Next up, it's become a familiar sight in Major League Baseball stadiums where teams are playing without fans.
Giant cardboard heads of fans watching the game from the seats behind home plate. That's been my favorite part, actually. They're now coming to Target Field starting Friday. And this morning I visited the local print shop making the big heads. You cannot look at that face and not smile, and that face is going to be one of many in the stands at Target Field when the Twins have their next home game on Friday. This is Sam Fagley. He is with Resolution Graphics.
Good morning.
And you got a very cool gig here, printing the Twins' big heads.
We
Quite
do.
a few.
We do. It's been a great partnership to have with the Twins, starting with obviously all of the old famous players from back in the day, and some of the newer current ones. Hall of Famer Joe Mauer's in the stands now. And then we started getting into doing some of the players' current family. The Twins decided to open it up. The Twins Community Fund decided to open this up to everyday fans, both season ticket holders and any fan that just wanted to get their head in the stands. And they started sending us pictures about a week and a half ago, and our prep team takes each photo, blows it up to about 30 inches tall, and creates the die line to cut out each individual head. And they lay them up, 6 up, to get printed. That takes about 6 minutes per sheet to print, which seems like a long time, but it's actually
It goes pretty quick. It does.
Yeah, it goes quicker than you think. After they're printed, they get brought over here to our I-Cut Zun table, and each head then is cut out exactly as the die line was created by our prep team. And your finished product is 100% a big, large fat head.
This is fascinating to watch, and it's been fun seeing some of the surprises roll off the
Yes,
printer. You
very
obviously
much
get
so.
your Twins fan and your Twins hat, but we've seen some things like
Santa.
somebody submitted Santa.
Somebody submitted Santa. We've had everything from babies, your grandma and grandpa, to a gentleman ice fishing with a frozen beard, or your favorite cat and dog. A lot of pets have come through. It's been very fun to see.
I really want to know their stories and like the pets' names, but you don't get to know any of that.
We don't know any of the story. The picture got sent in with a name on it so that at the end of the year, that fan actually gets to keep their head that was printed.
I wonder what like this person plans to do with this when they get it back. Like, where do you put it on the mantle?
I don't know if that's a mantle or for a garage. I think it could go either way.
Okay, so funny. This is one of note. This one actually offends me a little bit because it is summer.
It is summer.
And it is too soon to see this right now. It just makes me cold. But this will be in the stands looking back at you.
Yep.
Cute
down
dogs
here
and
we
hats.
actually have a completed family of kids.
So cute. These are going to be great. I got to be honest though, I think I'm going to be a little distracted during the games.
Could be a little
checking out
distracting.
the big heads. I know you're a big baseball fan, so you probably
I'll be
can
looking
focus
for
on.
them. I'll be looking for the funny ones, but I truly enjoy watching the game, getting in deep into the game. But it's also fun to see a project you put a lot of time and effort into come to fruition, and really for the fans to get to enjoy seeing all this is a lot of fun.
I was just going to say, and bring people joy because you can't help but smile as you look at all these great faces. And these are the ones that are going to be in the stands. at the Twins' next home game on Friday in Target Field, Resolution Graphics in Arden Hills. Thanks for having us out. I kept waiting for somebody to get on social media and be like, I saw my face.
I was thinking that this morning too when we were showing them. I'm like, somebody has to be watching this or texting someone else like, oh my word, I think you're on TV
That
right
looked
now.
like Uncle Scott. Was that Uncle Scott? And I guess some people don't know that their faces were submitted. Families did that. Some were a memorial to Twins fans of the past. So really, I want to know the stories behind all these pictures.
But nope, alas.
We shall just make up our own.
Yes.
All right, coming up next, we are talking with psychic Maria. I bet she'll know their stories.
Yeah.
That's
What's
when
with
we
the
come
ice
back.
beard? Come on.
Why? Why?
Welcome back, everyone. I know so many of you are disappointed that you can't be in the audience today because she is an audience favorite and has been right about a lot of things on this show.
Yeah, please welcome back to the show, Psychic Maria Shaw. Hi, Maria.
Well, good morning. Hi.
It's good to see you. We wish you were here, but this is better than nothing. We'll take it.
That's true. Well, I will be in town coming up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'm excited to get back.
There you go. Perfect.
Absolutely. Now, 2020 has been quite a wild ride. We haven't seen you since really the beginning of the year. People want to know, do you have any late summer predictions? Anything coming up that we should be thinking about? Please?
Well, I do. This is actually going to be a very nice weekend. I do want to tell everybody that. But for our Cancerian friends, the people born in late June, July, Venus just went into their sign until September 5th. So they're looking extra gorgeous, extra pretty. And then Leo's, Jason is one of those folks, is going to have a really good September. So there's some signs that are really going to have some big highlights. The challenging time that we all have coming up, no matter what sign we are, is going to be between September 8th and November 13th. That's going to be a time where we're going to feel like we're walking in mud and that nothing is really moving forward. And that's because the planet Mars, which is our drive and our energy, is going backwards. It's going retrograde. But then after November 13th, things start moving forward. And I'm going to tell you what, 2021 looks a heck of a lot better.
It wouldn't take a lot, but that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Thank you. We needed that. Absolutely. I know you've been on the show a lot of times and it's been a while, but when did you first kind of discover that you had some kind of extra abilities?
Well, I used to do the same thing that you did. I was a TV news anchor and talk show host back in the day. And I had met my biological mother in my early 20s. And she was an astrologer by night and a real estate executive during the day. And she was reading my chart and said, oh, you're really psychic and you could do this work. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to stay in television. And lo and behold, I had moved to a different market and I couldn't break into that market. And so my mother started teaching me how to read the tarot and astrology. So I hung up a little sign in a supermarket that said psychic house parties. And from there, it was like a domino effect. I guess when you're on the right path, everything just kind of opens up. And my psychic world took off and here I am many years later.
Well, and you're right so many times. I mean, you guessed with Shane correctly with her
Several
pregnancy.
things about my child before it was born. Yes, I was about 6 months pregnant, so you nailed all that.
Yeah, and you guessed right with Jason when he had his big move. I know we ask you this every time, Maria, not to put you on the spot, but anything new we should know about Ted? Because we always have to wonder what's happening with his love life. He's been watching a lot of romantic comedies and romantic shows lately. Or anyone really, romance in the air for people, certain signs?
Well, the certain signs for romance right now are Capricorns. They are in a very lucky cycle for the next 4 or 5 weeks to meet somebody if they're single or to strengthen their bond if they're already attached. As far as Ted goes, I know he says he wants a relationship, but he's so damn picky. He's missing out on some opportunities. There's a lot of ladies out there that are interested, but I almost feel like it either goes over his head or he's just being too damn picky. I mean, if the girl has ugly shoes shoes. You know, so I would say that he does have some better opportunities as we get into the fall. And then a chorus in November and December is also good because we have 2 big romantic eclipses for Ted, and eclipses can bring in somebody new, but he just needs to be a little more open. It's one thing to sit on the couch and watch TV. It's another thing to get out there. Put yourself out there, Ted.
I hope he's in our ear right now, so I hope he's listening and feeling. He's probably blushing too.
Probably.
How about celebrities? I know you do a lot of celebrity readings. Is there anybody that's going to have a really big year or something coming up?
Well, you know, the big talk right now is Ellen, right?
Yes.
And she's in Aquarius, and a Saturn is in the sign, or was in the sign of Aquarius up until July, and it's going back into the sign of Aquarius. And Saturn is a very difficult planet. It really challenges you. Saturn has been in Capricorn the last 3 years, and we've seen a lot of things happen with Matt Lauer, Paula Dean, who are all Capricorns. So now it's Aquarius's turn. So the celebrities that are Aquarius, we have to watch out for, because they may have some downfalls, and that'll start again this December and go on until March of 2023. So we'll watch for those people born in late January or February to have some challenges. The people that are going to do well, that are our celebrity friends, are the Sagittarius and the Capricorns. So the ones born toward the end of the year, early part of January.
I've been doing a lot of like fist bumping, and I know
has.
you can't see me because, you know, Maria, I'm a Capricorn, and yes, it's been a couple of years of this. So look out, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius doing well. Any other signs that are going to have a great rest of the year, or at least a better rest of the year, or 2021?
Yeah, I think the long-suffering Virgos are going to do well. That is a sign that is going to receive a lot of blessings off and on this year. And our Taurus friends, they're kind of like on the crazy train, like I said on the show before, because Uranus is in their sign. So it's expect the unexpected for our Taurus buddies. Libras have got to be careful with relationship issues September and October. There could be a lot of breakups, makeups. They're going to be deciding if they're going to quit or commit. But I really think that the overall sign for luck this year is going to be the Virgos.
Okay. Ooh. They're all fist bumping at home.
Yeah, they're all
fist pumping or bumping, whatever. Thank you so much, Psychic Maria. We love having you on. If you want to see her, by the way, the Psychic Fair, Saturday and Sunday at the Radisson Blu at the Mall of America from 10 to 5. Admission is $10. And remember, bring your mask. Mask up. We will be right back. Yeah, come on. She's doing her head.
Welcome back, everyone. We have an update for you, by the way. Ted says his feedback is that could be true, and he is working on himself and his career right now.
Focusing on himself.
Focused.
I was like, how does it feel listening to someone talk about your love life?
Is it weird? A little awkward?
Yeah.
Oh, let us know what you think. This is how you can do it. You connect with us on social media. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, or on the good old Instagram. Just search Jason Show TV. You can find us on YouTube as well. We'll be right back right after this, wrapping up the show on this Tuesday morning. All of you could see what just happened because Jeff accidentally turned on the faux applause too quickly.
Wait, there's
and
not
Shane
an
and I
audience
were like,
here? Get ready.
It was pretty comical.
Well, listen to this. It is a career first. This is surprising to me for singer Harry Styles.
I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
Okay, it's catchy. His latest song, the earworm Watermelon Sugar, just hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. It is his first #1 song ever. Watermelon Sugar is from Styles' second solo album called Fine Line. I actually like the Adore You song better, but I like that one too.
You know what I thought was interesting? You worked in radio. How do you even get to, I never understand how you even get to be like #1.
You have to have a certain amount of, well, it depends what they're counting it, certain number of spins on radio stations and plays. I guess that's probably old terminology.
Oh, so it's really up to you guys who #1 is.
So there's a program director at radio stations that basically fill fill the day with what's going to play and how many times it's going to play. And I know they take into account what people request, but we never actually played a request.
Well, we won't say where that was.
It was at Buzzin'. It's not a station anymore.
It's not
They
a
changed
station anymore.
over.
She can say that. She can say that. Oh, folks, finally, a house you absolutely have to see in Chicago. Check this out. It's the Skinny House outside of Chicago. It looks goofy. Look at the
That looks like
side
a
of the house.
facade.
Yeah, the 2-bedroom house is known for its narrow width. It's just 3 feet on one end. You can see that right there. Locals call it the Pie House because on the other end it opens up to about 20 feet wide. Surprisingly, it's actually not that small. It's around 1,600 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. I sound like a realtor and it just sold for $260,000. Somebody bought that?
So
For
you
real?
walk in the entrance and you're like in a weird skinny hall, and then you go down.
Like, I don't know, is the plot not big enough?
I was just gonna say, what's behind that? Like a drop-off cliff, and that's why they built it that way?
I just don't understand on any level why you would buy that house.
I thought it was gonna be a skinny long house, like fitting between buildings.
Right,
But
no,
it's
just goofy.
a full front. Okay, sure. All right, tomorrow on the show, we have the gadget guy. Steve Greenberg joins us live. He has back-to-school gadgets for kids of all ages.
Plus, a visit to a soul food restaurant that's completely plant-based. You'll have to join us to see that tomorrow. And let me tell you, the food was fabulous.
And now we're hungry.
Yeah, no, for real. See you tomorrow, everybody.